Ignition coils are essential components that make your car start and run. Understanding why they fail can help you diagnose problems early and avoid costly repairs. Ignition coils convert your vehicle's 12-volt battery power into 15,000 to 45,000 volts, needed to create a spark across the spark plug gaps. Modern vehicles use coil-on-plug systems, where each cylinder has its own individual ignition coil mounted directly above the spark plug. Despite improvements in modern ignition systems, coils still fail for four main reasons. Heat-related failures account for 35% of all cases. Electrical issues, such as voltage spikes from alternator problems or poor connections, cause 28% of failures. Mechanical wear, including vibration damage and corrosion, accounts for 22% of coil failures. Finally, spark plug-related issues like worn plugs or incorrect gaps contribute to 15% of failures. Heat is the biggest enemy of ignition coils. Excessive engine temperatures, poor ventilation, and repeated heating and cooling cycles all stress the coil components. Modern turbocharged engines make this worse by generating 15 to 20% more heat. Electrical problems cause over a quarter of coil failures. Voltage spikes from faulty alternators, poor connections that create resistance and heat, and ECU malfunctions can all damage coils. Aftermarket electrical modifications often create voltage irregularities. By understanding these four main failure patterns, you can better diagnose potential ignition coil problems before they leave you stranded on the road. Preventing ignition coil failures starts with regular maintenance. The most critical step is replacing spark plugs every 30,000 to 60,000 miles, as worn plugs force coils to work harder and fail prematurely. Maintaining your engine cooling system is equally important. Overheating damages coil insulation and shortens their lifespan significantly. Check coolant levels regularly and replace thermostats when needed. Recognizing early warning signs can save you from costly repairs. Engine misfiring is the most obvious symptom, often accompanied by rough idling or hesitation during acceleration. A 10% or greater decrease in fuel economy often indicates ignition problems. The check engine light will typically illuminate when misfires become frequent enough to affect emissions. When symptoms appear, start with an OBD2 scan to identify misfire codes. Codes P0300 through P0312 indicate specific cylinder misfires and help pinpoint which coils need attention. Professional coil resistance testing measures both primary and secondary windings. Primary resistance should be between 0.4 and 2.0 ohms, while secondary resistance ranges from 6,000 to 30,000 ohms, depending on the coil design. Oscilloscope analysis provides the most detailed view of coil performance. A healthy coil produces a clean waveform with a sharp voltage spike, followed by a steady burn line and controlled oscillations. Modern ignition coils have significantly improved since 2020. Today's coils typically last 80,000 to 120,000 miles, with failure rates decreasing by 25% due to better materials and manufacturing processes. By following these preventive maintenance practices and staying alert to warning signs, you can maximize your ignition coil lifespan and avoid unexpected breakdowns. Regular maintenance is always more cost-effective than emergency repairs.